going to do some mindfulness today. So mindfulness is all about being in the present moment, and it can be very useful for people that suffer from anxiety and depression. And I myself have suffered with anxiety and depression in the past, ever since my teens actually. And it was when I found mindfulness, I think I was about 21, so it's about 30 years ago now, that I realised it was very helpful in managing my anxiety and depression. So I'm going to try and help you if you suffer from anxiety and depression. Hopefully these videos that I'll start putting up for you might be of use to you, at least in managing the symptoms. So find a comfortable seat. It doesn't have to be cross-legged, it doesn't have to be on the floor, but if you're comfortable sitting on the floor, great. If you prefer, you can get a chair. If you're sitting on a chair, the important thing is to not have the legs crossed, have the feet flat on the floor, and the hips level. So if you imagine I had a chair behind you don't want to be crossing your legs, and you want your back nice and straight and away from the back of your chair, away from the support, so that you are holding your spine upright yourself if you can. And if you can't, or if you feel that's too much for you at the moment, you can also do this lying down. Okay, so we find a comfortable position on our seat. This hopefully should take about 10 minutes. So just keep an eye on the time here. Okay. And just making sure my phone's turned off so that we don't get. And it's a good idea to do that before you start, to make sure that your phone's switched off or in another room, so you can come into the practice without distraction. Okay, so we find our seat, and it doesn't have to be, you can literally be sitting in any place. You don't have to have a little special room. But the quieter the space, the easier it can be sometimes if you're just starting. So, we find our comfortable seat. We rest the hands somewhere that the shoulders can relax. We have a sense of coming in to the posture. And then we simply lower the gaze to a point on the floor, or we close our eyes completely. And just start to notice your breath. Just focus in to the place in the body where you feel the breath the most. Maybe that's for you, the air coming in through the nostrils. Maybe it's the rise and fall at the bottom of the ribs or in the upper belly. you feel it, just bring all of your awareness to that area and to those sensations. The sensation of the breath rising and falling, expanding on the inhale, softening and releasing on the exhale. No need to change your breath in any way. Just observing what's already here in this moment. And then we expand our awareness to include the body. Maybe bringing a sense of awareness to the feet first. The feet in contact with the floor or your mat. Any sensations that arise in the feet, ankles, temperature, different textures. And then coming up through the calves, into the knees, noticing the angle and those sensations, physical sensations, maybe warmth, maybe there's nothing, and that's also okay. We just register a blank and move on to the next area. Bringing the awareness up through the legs, the thighs. And now being aware of both legs, center stage in your awareness. And then coming into the pelvis, the hips, the lower abdomen. Maybe getting a sense of the breath here in the abdomen, in the lower. Feeling your sitting bones connecting to your seat. Awareness now in the spine, the lower back. Taking a breath here. And then we simply move up to the next stage, middle of the belly, belly button, the sides of the torso, and the middle of the back. Feel the breath expanding out into that circle, and then softening and noticing any sensations here. awareness moving further up to the upper back, to the chest and the heart space. Feeling the breath expand from the center outwards, and then softening into that space. Bring the awareness now up over the shoulders, almost like you're taking a breath here. Becoming aware of the upper arms, the elbows, forearms, the wrists, and the hands resting, those points of contact where the hands are resting. Awareness back up to the back of the neck, breathing here, relaxing any tension away with those exhalations. Coming up through the back of the head, the scalp, all the hair follicles. Awareness in the head and the sensations coming and going. Dropping the awareness down over the forehead, softening through the face for each breath, noticing, just observing what's already here, moment by moment. No need to search for sensations or analyze. Just allow them to come, allow them to go. We move on to the next area. Feeling the cheekbones relaxing and the jaw. Space between the ears. Sounds also coming and going. Awareness dropping down into the throat. And back to the space in the body where you feel the breath most vividly. Awareness of the whole body sitting here, mindfully breathing. Whole body coming home to this moment. Following the sensations of the breath now. Expanding and softening. Rising and falling. The breath naturally comes and goes, carrying us from moment to moment. When we are looking at the past, remembering the past, quite often that leads to feelings of depression. When we're looking at the future, thinking about the future, can lead to anxiety, worry for what is to come. But in this present moment, each present moment holds that gift, peace and stillness. Thoughts and feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. So remembering that the breath is always here, it's always available to you. When you find that your mind is scattered, dispersed by the busyness of life, breath is always here as your anchor, your own place of stillness and peace within you. So allow your gaze to lift, and maybe just spend a few moments here before you leap back into the frantic world that's out there. Maybe just take some time. You can always ease out if you've been sat and you're not used to sitting. You can just ease out slowly and just have a little wiggle, stretch the legs out, and take your time before you get up. So I'll be putting some more on the different kinds of mindfulness practices. But any feedback, really appreciated. Thank you. Namaste.